Yes guys, I'm back. I'm back with another one. And today is a new series that's coming up of these right here. Just get it up on the screen for you so I can show you. These here. These are a friend of mine's, James's indicators, BARRACCA, what I always advertise on the channel. And we're going to go through today one of probably the best indicators that he's got at the minute, and he is producing more, is this one here, is the EDGEWAVE. Absolutely fantastic indicator is the EDGEWAVE. So yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. So the EDGEWAVE is an indicator that's showing you when cash is either coming in or coming out. We're going to go through most of these, what we can see here. So what EDGEWAVE is, before we get into it, it generates its own diversions. So a hidden bullish. These are all customizable. You can change these if you want to. That was a bullish divergence there. So if we have a little look at that, we had a hidden bull of a normal bullish divergence here. Price were coming down. It went low, came back up. It created a lower low, but on here it created a higher low. So we will go through all of that. Just click back on it. It's multi-time frames, so it's customizable on multi-time frames. The whole thing is customizable to your specific needs. It'll track the trend on each time frame, so it's very good. These dots here, so when you're getting double dots like this, that's going to fill you with a little bit more confidence that yeah, this is probably the start of a new trend. Overbought, oversold. So we've got oversold here, overbought here, and again, that's fully customizable. And then you've got the midpoint right here. We've got the edge flow, which are these bars, purple and green bars, which is cash coming in, cash going out. We've got the RSI, which is this red and green bar here, well, line. And then we've got the stochastic RSI, which is this blue and purple line here. We've also got this here. It's like it's sort of like a VWAP. This red and yellow bar here, line here, that's moving through. So you know when you're getting certain crosses and things like that, you know it's telling you, yeah, you probably are best off buying. You know, you get a cross here and it pushed up. And you know, I keep telling people, you know, like here, so that there, you had your dots, 2 dots to buy, right here. You had your cross on the on this here, your stochastic started to cross up, and look at the move you ended up with here. You know, I keep telling people that you don't need major amounts. You know, that there is a 50% move. And you know, it's like any indicator, it is not 100% win rate. We are trading probabilities at the minute. And 90% of the time, that's what we're trading, probabilities. You're not going to win every single trade. So you've just got to, you know, align it with possibly support, resistance, supply, demand, order blocks, whatever you're wanting to use to give you that little bit more of confidence in these trades. So that there, it's called the edge pulse. That's the edge pulse. The stochastic, the RSI, and then we've got the ribbons showing us our divergences. So the stronger the signal is going to be on, the higher the time frame. As we all know, I like to trade the higher time frames. I'm technically a swing trader. I'll hold trades from a day to 2 weeks. So yeah, right, let's get into this. So we've got a dashboard here. So if we go into the settings, and we'll have a little look at the dashboard when I can find it, because it is an absolute monster indicator. So let's go to where the dashboard is. Right, this here is the dashboard. So what you can do with the dashboard, you can change it. You can move it around once it loads. And you can have it here. So you don't need to have it on your chart if you don't want it on your chart. And you can move it. Same with this. That's top right. You can move it to the bottom right, bottom centre, bottom left, middle right, wherever you want it to be. You can have it small. You can have it tiny. It's fully customizable. You know, once it loads, look, you can have it really, really small if you really want it like that. So you can move it wherever you want. Like I say, it's fully customizable. So this here, you can change the time frames. So what we'll do is we'll put that back on the main chart, put it back to small once it loads up. So table row 1, which is this here, if you want that on the minute, the 1 second, you can have it on whatever you want. So you can change that to the 1 minute. So now that's showing you on the 1 minute, showing you bearish, showing you the RSI and the stochastic RSI. You want that on the 15 minute? Put that down to the 15 minute. And you can align all these time frames up. Say you don't want them on. When it loads up, you can remove them. You don't need all the time frames on. If you're only trading 1 minute, 15 minute, 4 hour, that's perfect for you. If you're trading, say, the 15 minute, the 4 hour, and the daily, we can change that. And then that'll tell you on the larger time frame what we're actually doing. What's the trend? Where's it going? So that's customizable. Absolutely fantastic. Like I say, you can move it if you want. You can pull it down here. You can put it over there. You can put it wherever you want. So that's the time frames. This here is the column visibility. So show the trend. You can take that off. And the column will go away. The edge flow value. So that's showing you what's flowing in. You can take that away. You can take the RSI away. You can take the stochastic away if you really want to. So that's that row there, which is 5.3. Right. I've got a lot of notes here because it is a big indicator. All this is your text. You can change the colour, whatever colour you want. So you want it white, change it white, and then that'll show you white, just here. Pretty simple. Cross by text, that's this here. We've not got note in there at the minute, so we don't really need to be looking at that. Where's this one that I'm looking at? So this here, edge float candle colouring, okay? We can enable that. And this here is showing you, is the trend strong or is it weak? So you can see here that the bigger the colours, the stronger the trend. Right, on to the next thing here. So what you can do with that is, so say you've got them colours on, where we at? 4.2. So this here, table row 1, you can have it whatever time frame you want. So that aligns with your time frames. Table row 1, table row 2. So you can align that with the current time frames that you're actually using. So say you want it to align with the 1 minute, say the 15 minute, because I'm on that 15 minute. I've got it on table row 2, which is the 4 hour I think I've got it on. You see how the candles changed? So the candles have changed colour now. And you can change the colours of the actual candles. So we've got blue and purple at the minute. Say you want it, say red. It'll change it red. So you can do whatever you want with this. It's a great, honestly. It's an absolutely fantastic. And this here will be a neutral colour. So we'll just disable them a minute. Right. So this is pretty self-explanatory. This here is your RSI, which is green and red. Alright, you can change that if you want. If you want it to be overbought at 90 and 10, you can change that. Stochastic, same. Overbought, oversold. You can change that if you really want to. You can change the colours on that as well. It's a really big indicator. So we've got to go through it. So we're on to, that's just text, I've gone through that. That'll be your buy text, sell text. That's one thing I don't know about myself here, is oh no, I do, yeah. I do. That's just order block text. That's what lies there, right? So let's get on to the next one, 6.2. Is this here. So this is the EDGEWAVE dashboard, which is that's just disappeared. So you can put that back on. So these arrows that you can see are the strength of the trend on certain time frames. And we'll go through them in a minute. So same with this. You can move it down. You can move it to here. And it'll move into there. Main chart, top center. Fully customizable. You can move it wherever you want. Small, tiny, large, huge, whichever you want. Text colour, you can change all that. So we're on the 15 minute, the 1 hour and the 4 hour. So the 15 minute, the 1 hour and the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, it's printed a buy. But the arrow, we've only got one arrow. If we had, say, 3 arrows, that'd be showing you that the trend is stronger on the buy side. Whereas at the minute, it's not that strong. You know, 4 hour and the 8 hour, we can change that. Say we want it to the daily. When it loads, the daily's bullish. The 4 hours bearish. We can, like I say, that's fully customizable. You can take these columns off if you don't want them on. And it, you know, you can have the columns that you want on to show you where we're going to go. You know, you can apply it with all of this to give you that little bit of extra confluence. This here is your colours, strong trend difference. Keep it on 10. It's probably the best one to keep on. I think if you change that, it changes the arrows. So 10 is probably your best one to have on. These are just your colours. You can change your colours all inside there, whichever you want to do. So 10 and 5 is obviously 5 will be weak. 10 is your strong. And then, you know, once the stochastic and the RSI start to align, then you're going to be getting your better signals to go long, go short, whichever. So that's just your values. I've not really got into that. That's your dashboard, signal trend appearance. That's just your colours. This here, this is your alignment. So when you click that on and off, go to time frame 1, align the time frame 1, so it changes the alignment. See how it's changing them numbers? That will change all the alignment to give you a better signal. So you can play around with that there. That's price change, both, none. We can move that when it wants to move. Price chart, both. We can have it on both. So it lines on both. That's what it's doing, that. Keep it on price chart. So the next thing is $8.2. These are just to align your time frames. Not something I really use. Just the other things that I'm showing you, that's what I'm using. The gauge settings is this here. So when that's green, that's showing you that your trend is strong. When it starts to go red and all these start to align, so this basically, what I'm saying is about this tool. This tool is an alignment tool. And then you can add something else in with this tool to give you better signals, to have more confidence in your trades. My apologies, phone went off. Couldn't go one video without my phone going off. So this is showing you here, so you can change that colour. Like I say, it's fully customizable, the whole indicator. Look, now that's gone white. So that's what that one is there. Keep that on green. Right, so 9. This here, it will show the trend. So let's go through this. Align source colouring. So if we click that, what this will do is it aligns it. So that's the edge wave. Say we want it with the edge flow. So we'll click that. And you see how this is now aligning with the edge flow, what we went through a minute ago. So say you want it on edge wave, table row 2, which is the 1 hour, 4 hour. Say we want to change that to edge flow and table row 1. If you have a little look now, it changes the candle colours. Say we want it to align with table 2. And the colours start to align to what you're changing it to. Table row 1. And it all starts to align wherever you want it. Background. So if you have a little look here, now that's in the background. It's not on the actual candles, it's in the background. So we want it on, say, table row 2. And it starts to align with whatever you want. Edge flow. See how it's aligning? So when you're seeing stuff like this down here, we're going to go through that in a minute. So let's have a little look here. Edge wave. Edge wave. and it's basically an alignment tool. So if we remove source 1 and just have source 2, it changes again. So, you know, it's a great alignment tool, this. It's absolutely fantastic. So what it will do, that is, so when you're getting your crossover, it will give you a buy signal or a sell signal. And it will change the candle colours. So when this starts to go bullish, like here, these colours will start to change. I'm trying to get it before I move that. See, so that won't show now, but if we just did source 1, this is now telling you, are we bearish or bullish? But most of this stuff is doing, you know, it's telling you if you're bearish or bullish. So if we have a little look, source 2. And that's what that's showing you when we're going into either a weakening trend or a stronger trend. So let's have a little look. So alert settings here, what that'll do is, so if we just come off that a minute. So if you right click on this, you can add an alert when this is starting to cross over. Look here. And that's where your alignment comes up. So you can create the alert and then the alert will start to go off. So you don't always have to be sat at the chart. Basically that's what that is showing you, and it'll trigger the alerts. So like I was pointing out, let's go back into settings. Move that over there. These are your divergences. You can change all these. You can delay it if you really want to. You can have, you know, hidden. You can get rid of the hiddens. Sorry, I've clicked the wrong thing. You click this side here and it'll get rid of the hidden divergences if you only want normal divergences. See how that's gone now? Your stronger signals are when you're getting 2 blue dots here and here. And if you have a little look, here and here, look at that dot. You had a bullish divergence there. It came on, you got another signal here to buy. And you got 50% move with that one there. 50% move. So right, let's go back into the settings. Let's change that to, reset that to default a minute. So as you can see with it, it's fully customizable to whatever you want to do with it. So you know these, like I say, these are self-explanatory. Change that to white and you will see here, this will change white. See it change white. Neutral colour there. Change that white. That's now changed white. Say you want it purple. It'll change purple. That's pretty self-explanatory for yourselves. Stochastic, purple and pink. You can change that if you want. That's not a problem. Like I say, all this here is fully customizable. Change that. When it loads. Taking a while to load. Just go back into it 1 minute. I think once you master this indicator, it will really, really help you. It will start to show you certain areas where you want to be buying and selling. Once you master it. And like I say, you can add it with something else, whichever you want. I don't know. Say you've got a supporting area here. Let's come off of that a minute. Say we've got this area here. That's your supporting area there. You know, it did dip below, but you had the value area low there. So once it came into it, it came back through, held above, and then fired off. You also had your buy signals here. So that there would have give you really good confidence to think, yeah, I can take that trade. So you know that the best thing for you to do, I'm just showing you the basic things of this indicator, to have a little look through it, to change it to your needs, whatever you want it to be, customizable. You know, you can change, like I say, change that to 90. Say we change it to 90. Say we change that to 10. And then that'll change your RSI length. We move that. So we'll put that white, put that red. So we change the colours on it. Have a little look now. That's now white. And it looks technical, because it is. Excuse me. It is a technical indicator. But what you've got to remember is, you've got your RSI, you've got your stochastic RSI, you've got your, let me get the name right of it, because it's not a VWAP, but it's sort of like, it's edge pulse. That's what that is there. That's your edge pulse. So go through the indicator and have a little look at what you want it to do. You know, this is fully customizable. You've got your styles. You all know what that is. You can change these to a bar, line, step, whichever you want it to be. You know, these here, you can change them to a circle, to a square. You know, it's whatever you want them to be. So go through the indicator and have a little look. It's not going to take you forever to master this indicator. It's really not going to take forever. You know, once you get to grips with it, you're going to be laughing. So, you know, it's an alignment tool to help you take the trades. So go in, go and have a little play with it. Let me know what you think. I am going to be doing more of these. This is the first in the series of the indicators that I'm going to go through. There's a lot of indicators to go through, but I am going to try my best to get through a lot of them. Comment below, let me know what you want me to do, as in what indicator do you want next, because as you can see here, there's a lot of indicators, a lot of them. So have a little look through, go on to James's. I'm going to leave a link in the description. There's also going to be a link to go through my YouTube channel to get the indicators. So all them links are going to be below. Always remember, there's going to be links for CWP, CWP free chat, premium. We've got the bots that are in there, Slim's bots, and all the other links. Buy me a coffee. All them other links will be in the description below. So yeah, I'm going to get off now, guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Happy trading, guys.